Welcome to Africadeo, the educational platform dedicated to the full history of Africa. Here, every story reveals a truth, every image revives a memory, and every episode takes you deep into the civilizations that shaped humanity. Get ready to discover Africa like never before. Feel free to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.
Carthage, the African empire. Forgotten by European history books, Carthage is one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world. A great African civilization located in what is now Tunisia, it dominated the Mediterranean for centuries, rivaled Rome, built a thriving economy, and developed a brilliant culture. Yet in many European narratives, Carthage is reduced to a footnote, portrayed only as Rome's enemy. An entire empire reduced to an obstacle, as if its story were not worth telling. The story begins in the 9th century BCE, when sailors from Phoenicia, modern-day Lebanon, settled on the North African coast. But contrary to the classic narrative that portrays Carthage as a mere foreign colony, archaeology shows something very different. Very quickly, Carthage became a distinctly African civilization. Berber, Numidian, and Libyan peoples shaped its identity, blending local traditions with Phoenician influence. Within a few generations, Carthage was no longer a Phoenician outpost, it was an Afro-Mediterranean empire. Carthage rapidly evolved into a commercial powerhouse. Located at the crossroads of major maritime routes, it controlled the trade of salt, copper, tin, wheat, textiles, and above all, gold from the African interior. Its ships, renowned for their speed, traveled across the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, and the African coasts. Carthage built an astonishingly rich economy based on agriculture, metallurgy, and global exchange. Carthaginian agriculture was among the most advanced in the ancient world. Mago, a Carthaginian agricultural scholar, wrote a masterpiece so influential that after destroying Carthage, Rome ordered it translated to preserve its knowledge. The Carthaginians mastered irrigation, orchards, vineyards, fertilizers, and intensive farming. Their fields fed parts of the Mediterranean. But Carthage was also a formidable military power. The Carthaginians were masters of naval warfare. Their fleets were the largest, fastest, and most advanced of their time. They even invented naval techniques later copied by Rome. On land, their armies were diverse and highly effective, composed of Numidians, Libyans, Moors, Iberians, Gauls, and others. This diversity made Carthage's army adaptable to any terrain. The most famous Carthaginian general is Hannibal Barca, often considered one of the greatest strategists in history. His expedition across the Alps with thousands of soldiers and elephants remains one of the most astonishing military feats ever accomplished. For years, Hannibal brought Rome to its knees, winning battle after battle and threatening the Eternal City. Yet in European narratives, his brilliance is often downplayed or treated as an exotic anecdote. But Hannibal was the product of a powerful, organized, and sophisticated African civilization. Carthage was also a center of science and culture. Carthaginians excelled in astronomy, mathematics, medicine, and the arts. Their language, Punic, spread throughout North Africa. Their religion, centered on deities like Tanit and Baal Hammon, blended Levantine and African traditions. Their temples, multi-level harbors, libraries, and palaces demonstrated remarkable engineering and organization. So why is Carthage so often minimized in Western history? Because it was Rome's greatest rival. And Rome wrote most of the surviving historical accounts. Carthage, the empire that challenged Rome's supremacy, had to be portrayed as a villain, then erased. After 3 brutal Punic Wars, Rome destroyed Carthage in 146 BCE, razing the city, burning its archives, and attempting to wipe out its memory. Rome famously declared that Carthage should be erased from history. And for centuries, that wish came true. The African empire that dominated the Mediterranean shook Rome to its core, built a global trade network, and produced geniuses like Hannibal, was silenced in European narratives. Today, thanks to modern archaeology, Carthage's image is being restored. We now see a rich, complex cosmopolitan African civilization, shaped by diverse peoples, connected to global trade and influential across the Mediterranean. A civilization as important as Rome, but long overshadowed. Carthage reminds us that Africa did not merely influence history, it shaped it. Behind its stone harbors, its fleets, its temples, and its scholars lies undeniable proof that African civilizations were among humanity's greatest. Carthage was never just Rome's enemy, it was an empire, an African empire, a global power that history tried to erase, but that Africa's memory brings back to the light.
Give us your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. See you soon for another extraordinary episode.